fellow citizens of the Senate and the House of Representatives. Among the vicissitudes incident to life, no event could have filled me with greater anxieties than that of which the notification was transmitted by order and received on the 14th day of the present month. On the one hand, I was summoned by my country, whose voice I can never hear but with veneration and love. From the retreat which I had chosen with the fondest predilection, and in my flattering hopes, with an immutable decision as the asylum of my declining years, a retreat was rendered every day more necessary as well as more dear to me by the addition of habit to inclination and of frequent interruptions in my health to the gradual waste committed it by my time. On the other hand, the magnitude and the difficulty of the trust to which the voice of my country called me being sufficient to awaken the wisest and the most experienced of her citizens, a distrustful scrutiny into his qualifications could not but overwhelm with despondence one who, inheriting inferior endowments from nature and unpracticed in the disguised duties of civil administration, ought to be peculiarly conscious of his own deficiencies. In this conflict of emotion, all I dare ever is that it has been my faithful study to collect my duty from a just appreciation of every circumstances by which it might be affected. All I dare hope is that if in executing this task I have been too much weighed by a grateful remembrance of the former instances, or by an affectionate sensibility to the transcendent proof of the confidence of my fellow citizens and have confidence of me. Then, too little consulted my incapacity as well as disclination for the weighty and untried cares before me, my error will be palliated by the motives which misled me, and its consequences be judged by my country, with some share of partiality and which they originated. Such being the impressions under which I have, in obedience to the public summons referred to the present station, it would be peculiarly improper to omit in the first official act my fervent supplications to that Almighty Being who rules over the universe, who presides in the councils of nations and whose providential aids can supply every human defect, that his benediction may consider to liberties and happiness to the people of the United States, a government instituted by themselves for these essential purposes, and may be enabled every instrument employed in its administration to execute with success. Functions allotted to his charge, and tendering this homage to the great author of every public and private good, I assure myself that it expresses your sentiments not less than my own or those of my fellow citizens at large. Less than either, no people can be bound to acknowledge and adore the invisible hand which conducts the affairs of men more than the people of the United States. Every step by which they have advanced to the character of independent nation seems to have been distinguished by some token of providential agency. And in the important revolution just accomplished in the system of the United States government, the tranquil deliberation and voluntary consent of so many distinct communities from which the event has resulted cannot be compared with the means by which most governments have been established without some return of pious gratitude, along the unhumble anticipation of the future blessings which the past seems to presage. These reflections, arising out of the present crisis, have forced themselves too strongly on my mind to be suppressed. You will join with me, I trust, in thinking that there are none under the influence of which the proceedings of a new and free government can more auspiciously commence. Last operation. Constitution is rendered expedient at the present juncture by the nature of objection which have been urged against the system, or by the degree of antiquity which has given birth to them, instead of undertaking particular recommendation on this subject, in which I could be guided by no lights derived from official opportunities. I shall again give way to my entire confidence in your discernment and pursuit of the public good. For I assure myself that whilst you carefully avoid every alteration which might endanger the benefits of an United States effective government, or which ought to weigh the future lessons of experience and reverence for the characteristic rights of freemen and regard for the public harmony will sufficiently influence your deliberation on the questions how far the former can be more infinitely fortified or the latter be safely and advantageously promoted. To the preceding observation I have one to and add which will be most properly addressed to the House of Representatives. It concerns myself and will therefore be as brief as possible. When I was first honored with a call into the service of my country, then the eve of an arduous struggle for its liberties, the light in which I contemplated my duty required that I should renounce every pecuniary compensation. From this resolution I have in no instance departed, and being still under the impressions which produce it, I must decline, as inapplicable to myself, any share in the personal emoluments which may be anticipably included in a permanent provision for the executive department and estimates for the nation in which I am placed my during my continuance in it, by limited such actual expenditure as the public good may be thought to require. Having thus imparted to you my sentiments as they have been awakened by the occasion which brings us together, I shall take my present leave, but not without resorting once more to being parent of the human race, and humble supplication that since he has been pleased to favor the American people with opportunities for deliberating in perfect tranquility and disposition for declining unparalleled unanimity on a form of government, for the security of their union and the advancement of their happiness, so his divine blessing may be equally conspicuous and enlarged views. The temporary consultations and wise measures on which the success of this government must depend.